Rewards and punishments play a role in our society, influencing behaviors from an early age and impacting various aspects of our lives. They are deeply ingrained in education, workplace dynamics, and even the legal system. Today, we will explore the advantages as well as the unintended consequences of these motivational forces. Welcome to episode 147 of the Teacher Rockstar podcast, a place where tips and strategies critical to the new teacher are discussed. We share the latest educational research and best practices so that the new teacher can be better equipped for a successful classroom experience. I'm your host, Steve Hiles. In today's episode, we're going to talk about dilemmas of the reward-punishment paradigm. But before we get into today's topic, I've got a question for you. Are you a brand new teacher just fresh out of college? Would you be interested in having somebody to mentor and guide you as you transition from college into the classroom? Well, if so, stay to the end of this episode and I'm going to provide you with a link to learn how you can. Also, I want to mention that you can find us on YouTube. Simply go to the search bar and type in @TeacherRockstar. Check us out over there. Okay, before we get into the crux of what I wanted to talk about with you today, I have to tell you that when I was in the classroom, I did use rewards and logical consequences as part of my discipline plan. However, I didn't hand out rewards like candy. It was calculated and on a limited basis. But the more that I researched the use and the impact of rewards and punishments on students, I've come to the conclusion that we are doing a disservice to our students by resorting to rewards and punishments, which only serve to get temporary compliance in terms of what we want students to do and does absolutely nothing to develop the intrinsic motivation that we want to instill in our kids. Now, I know a lot will disagree with what I'm about to say, and I'll get some pushback on this, but it's okay. I'd love to hear your thoughts about this. In the meanwhile, I want to address three key points here. Point number one, the appeal and complexity of rewards. Rewards at their core offer an exchange, complete a task, or exhibit a desired behavior, and in return receive something valuable. This transactional nature can provide individuals with a sense of achievement and fulfillment, motivating them to strive towards their goals. However, the allure of rewards comes with an interplay of psychological factors. Research shows, and this is important here, okay, that while external rewards can initially enhance motivation, relying heavily on them can lead to what is known as the over-justification effect. Now, this phenomenon occurs when an external incentive takes precedence over a desire to engage in an activity. For example, if a child's sole motivation for drawing becomes the promise of receiving a sticker, their initial love for drawing may gradually fade away. This brings us to point number two, the challenges of punishments and shifting behaviors. On one hand, punishments work by instilling aversion and aiming to discourage behaviors through negative consequences. While they may bring about behavioral changes, their long-term effectiveness remains a topic of discussion in psychology and education. Implementing punishments can result in behavioral reactions ranging from compliance to defiance. In situations, individuals might resort to avoidance behaviors solely to avoid penalties without truly grasping the underlying reasons for the rules. This unintended consequence can mask the root issues, and that's the problem there. Additionally, the fear of punishment can create an environment that stifles creativity and discourages taking risks. Within settings, this can impede exploring innovative ideas and experimenting with new approaches. Striking a balance between discipline and fostering a supportive learning environment is vital in mitigating any potential negative outcomes associated with punitive measures. And this brings me to point number three, seeking balance, intrinsic motivation, and a holistic approach. Achieving a motivational strategy calls for finding equilibrium between external incentives and intrinsic motivation. Now, this equilibrium is based on a nuanced understanding of psychology and the principles that drive sustained engagement. Research suggests that nurturing motivation, which involves fostering a sense of autonomy, giving children voice and choice, all right, mastery and purpose, can result in long-lasting and meaningful engagement. Inner motivation arises when individuals find significance and value in their activities going beyond external incentives and penalties. Educators and leaders are actively exploring strategies that embrace this approach by creating environments that empower individuals to take charge of their learning, encouraging exploration, and emphasizing the inherent worth of tasks we can contribute to the development of inner motivation. In doing so, the pursuit of knowledge and mastery becomes the primary driving force, overshadowing any allure of rewards or fear of punishment. Well, that brings us to the end of today's episode on dilemmas of the reward-punishment paradigm. At the beginning of the show, I mentioned if you'd be interested in having somebody with you every step of the way to guide and assist you as you transition into the classroom, and that I'd provide you with a link to learn more. Well, here it is. You simply have to go to teacherclassroomresources.com/TRA mentorship. That's teacherclassroomresources.com/TRA mentorship. Okay? Should you have a topic that you'd like me to address on the show, all you have to do is shoot me an email, as I personally read every single email that comes in, and I'd love to hear from you. When you get a moment, visit our website and subscribe to my newsletter for the latest educational research and best practices. Simply go to teacherclassroomresources.com. And don't forget to subscribe to us at the Teacher Rockstar Podcast. And if you'd like to support us, please feel free to share our podcast with others. Post about it on social media. And if you feel comfortable doing so, leave a rating and review. That would be greatly appreciated. Thanks again. We'll see you same time, same place next week. And remember, my friend, you got this.